the earlier question. But I'm going through a long process because I'm trying to make sure I stay healthy. It's not because um, it hurts me so much that I have to go through this whole process.
What are the medical terms you've learned through this that you never knew before?
Man, it's, there's a couple different ones that, um,
The energy of that to
yeah.
be in a stadium where now that all the stuff that you guys have been doing, does that have almost a physical effect? I mean, does it bring a different energy for you guys too?
It's definitely going to bring a different energy being here at home for sure. But at the end of the day, it's we were giving everything we had on the road, and we're gonna do the same thing here at home. It's one of those where it don't matter where we're playing, we got to go out there and give everything we got. We understand that um, uh, nobody cares what we did yesterday. We got to focus on today, and nobody cares what we're gonna do tomorrow. Everything's about today. So this is a great market because it demands the best out of you day in and day out, and nobody cares. Like I said, nobody cares what you did yesterday or what you're gonna do tomorrow. So it's a good place to be at this time of the year because that's what you got to focus on. You got to focus on the game of today, and that's it. So I'm excited. I think the fans are gonna go out there and be super loud. It'll be cool to see like a loud meter to actually see which stadium gets the loudest throughout the league. I think that would be something really cool.
Okay, I'm going to go Tim on the left. Following up on the vibes talk, bottom of the first, crowd is going crazy. You step up, your song's playing. Are you going to take that immediate timeout?
If I feel like I'm a little too fast, probably, yeah. It depends also on the top of the inning goes. Usually I take the time out depending on how the top of the inning goes, or if I'm not 100% prepared for that first pitch of the game. But I know if I don't get the time out, the fans are gonna continue to sing the song. So I think it's gonna be a good vibe. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm really excited. I can't wait to hear my walk-up song, and yeah, it's gonna be a special moment for sure, a special day for everybody.
Okay, next right there, Disha.
Hey, Francisco, you've been pretty even keel content throughout this stretch. Is this the calmest you've felt across your 6 playoff postseasons, or are you just really good at hiding the nerves?
I'll say, yeah, I think this is the calmest I've been. It's the oldest I've been in the playoffs. But I also get, excited. I get nerves. I get anxiety. I get all those emotions that everybody has. I'm human. It's normal. I just try to be as consistent as I can with my personality. Smile, enjoy the game, have fun. But there's a job to be done, and that's winning games. And after the games, when I get to talk to you guys try to ask me how I feel. I'm just exhausted, so I don't have the energy to go all crazy. And then I don't know, for some reason the reactions for me this year, they haven't been as jumpy or as excited. I don't know. It's just been. I don't know if it has to do with being tired, or if it has to do with just trying to stay in the moment. That I don't have that crazy reaction that I usually have. I don't know. It's just I'm in a good place right now. I'm living the life I always wanted.
Okay, we're going to stay on the left there in the back.
Gracias. Moisés Fabián de la Mega. Lindor, desde el altercado con Jorge López, esa reunión que se produjo ahí, ese meeting que tú encabezaste, ¿qué tanto cambió la mentalidad del equipo? ¿Y qué tan importante para un hombre como tú es tener un manager de tu raza latina como el señor Carlos Mendoza?
Desde que tuvimos el meeting nos abrió la puerta para poder mirarnos a los ojos y tener conversaciones y decirnos lo que está bien, lo que está mal. Tienes que trabajar o bajar un poquito. Pienso que eso fue sumamente importante, tener esa reunión mucha gente dice que yo, pues, ok, yo fui el que encabecé la reunión, pero la mayoría de los jugadores hablaron, ¿entiendes? Todo el mundo salió y habló y dieron lo que tenían, dijeron lo que tenían en su mente, que es sumamente importante. Y en cuanto a Carlos Mendoza, ha hecho tremendo trabajo, me siento sumamente orgulloso de él. Él sigue mejorando día tras día, sigue creciendo como dirigente. Yo he tenido la bendición de tener muchos dirigentes que han impactado mucho mi carrera, como Terry Francona, Buck Showalter. Han sido dirigentes que me han ayudado un montón. También en el Clásico Mundial tener a Yadier Molina, tener a Edwin Rodríguez. Han sido dirigentes grandes, personalidades que han hecho cosas bonitas en este juego. Mendoza, yo siento que tiene la habilidad de llegar de ser uno de los mejores dirigentes de la historia, siendo tan joven y aprendiendo y estando en posiciones ahora mismo que son bien difíciles, ¿entiendes? Para sobrepasar, como empezar la temporada 0 y 5 y después estar 11 juegos bajo 500. Siento que Mendoza tiene un potencial muy grande y nos ha ayudado un montón. Me ha ayudado a mí un montón, ha ayudado al clubhouse un montón. Y el futuro de él se ve sumamente bien. Me siento orgulloso de él y agradecido de que Dios me lo puso en el camino y es el dirigente de los Mets.
Here we go. One more down here in the front, on the left. Right.
Hola Francisco. Bueno, en los últimos juegos se ha evidenciado, o ustedes han dado y han demostrado de que el juego no se acaba hasta el último inning, sino que se acaba cuando se acaba. ¿Qué crees que ha influido en el equipo para lograr volver y volver al juego, así sea en el último inning? Fue el caso con los Cerveceros en Milwaukee, 9 inning, llega Pete Alonso, conecta ese jonrón. ¿Qué crees que ha influenciado para que eso se logre?
Bueno, pues los muchachos entienden, como tú dijiste, que tenemos que jugar 27 outs. El juego no se acaba hasta que literal cogen los 27 outs. También nadie está tratándose del el héroe, ¿entiendes? Todo el mundo entiende que cada cual tiene su trabajo, cada cual es bueno en lo que hace y esto es como un relay, ¿entiendes? Esto es como un relevo. Uno tiene que mantenerse haciendo su parte, darle el batón a la próxima persona y que esa persona lo lleve al otro lado y seguir corriendo, ¿entiendes? Seguir marchando. Nadie está tratando de ser más grande que el otro. Nadie está tratando de ser más grande que el momento. Uno entiende que el momento es grande y uno tiene que ser pues, parte del momento, ¿entiendes? Uno no puede enfocarse en lo que va a suceder ni en lo que pasó. Quédate en el momento y el equipo hasta ahora mismo está luciendo sumamente bien porque nos ayudamos mutuamente y estamos empujando, literal, genuinamente nos ponemos contentos por cada uno, ¿entiendes? Como que nos alegramos por el éxito que cada uno está teniendo.
Francisco, thank you very much. Okay. Carlos Mendoza will be in shortly. Hey, Bill, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
How's everything? All right, good. You, Carlos. Okay, questions for Carlos? I'm going to start here and right.
Hey, Carlos, just two questions. The first one is, you think about this season. We covered you first day of spring training, first opening day game here. First home playoff game, what's going through your mind right now?
Special, a lot of emotions. Since we got back from Philly, just driving through the city and just feeling the whole thing, And then today, it's different. It's different than opening day. It's different than every regular season game, obviously. But it's just kind of like, you look back and what we've been through, and it's like, man, we get to play here again today, So definitely special. And just I'm enjoying every single moment and every single second. So grateful for the opportunity, thanking God, and here we are. Just what a special day.
And secondly, yesterday you mentioned the group behind closed doors, what a special group of guys they are, and a lot of it is because of what they've set out to do. When the trade deadline comes along and you add a couple of pieces like Winker and Stanek and Maton, how important is that personal makeup when they enter that room? And, Jesse seemed to fit right in from day one.
Yeah, and, when they throw out names and, talking to David and as he goes through with his people about potential people that we could be acquiring and just doing kind of like the homework. And we're looking not only for really good players, but really good people. And that was the feedback that we got from some of the guys that we asked around. And, you mentioned Jesse Winker, and he fit right in. He's we got Stanek and Phil Maton earlier, and a lot of different guys. And not only guys that we acquired during the trade deadline, but just whether it was free agents, guys that came from AAA, and they bought in right away. And that's credit to those guys in that room because of who they are and the way they go about their business, how much they care about each other. And, I think everybody's got a part of it. And that's what makes this group such a special group.
Can you go back to Jerry?
Hey, Carlos. Most of Brandon's hits the last 2 weeks have either given you the lead or been part of a big rally. What's it about Brandon that's allowed him to kind of thrive in those situations?
Nemo, you said?
Yeah, Nemo,
yeah. He's a good player. He's a really good player. He's been in this league for a long time. Pretty success career, and he's not done. He's pretty young, and he's just embracing the whole thing, not trying to do too much. How much he wants it for the team, for the organization, just like a lot of the other guys. I'm just proud of him, especially going through the ups and downs throughout the year. It wasn't easy for him, but he stayed the course, trust the plan, trust his preparation, trust his teammates, and now here he is getting results. He's not done, and it's baseball. You understanding that you're going to go through some ups and downs, you're going to go through some struggles, and you just got to keep going, and he's done that, and he will continue to do so. So proud of him. He deserved that, and like I said, he's a big part of this team.
Down here, Tisha.
Hey, Carlos. In Lindor's previous postseasons with Cleveland, he would get really fired up after some of his big hits, his big plays. Now he's kind of just business as usual. Does that tell you anything from him as a hitter, as a player, maybe how locked in he is right now?
Yeah, not only he's locked in, but he's a lot more mature, and he understands that it happens quick, So can get too high, can get too low. You just got to continue to play every pitch, every play, every at-bat, regardless of what's happening, whether you get down, whether you go up, because it happens quick. We saw the past week where we took the lead, we lost it, got it back. So there's a lot of back and forth. You're playing really good teams. The crowds are electric. And like I said, you just have to stay consistent and stay where your feet are at, and he's done that. And that's part of experience. He's been in a lot of playoff games. He's been in World Series. And I think he's enjoying it. I don't think he's probably expressing as much, but deep inside, this is where he wants. This is what he wants not only for him, but for the team and in the organization. So proud of him.
Okay, we're going to go to John right behind you.
Carlos, tu primera experiencia como dirigente, La verdad que ha vivido momentos especiales esta temporada, un mal inicio, después de junio, uno de los mejores conjuntos en Grandes Ligas, un final de temporada épico, donde tuvieron que luchar para entrar a playoff y han ganado los juegos a última hora. La verdad que ha habido muchas emociones. ¿Cómo tú defines todo esto en tu primera experiencia dirigiendo a este nivel?
Increíble. Yo creo que no hay palabras para describir este primer año como dirigente en Grandes Ligas. Yo creo que primero que nada darle gracias a Dios y por darme la oportunidad, y de verdad agradecido, que para mí es un lujo, es un privilegio, es un honor ponerme el uniforme de Grandes Ligas de los Mets de Nueva York como dirigente y pues seguir representándolo. Cuento con un grupo de peloteros increíbles, cuento con un grupo de coaches, un grupo de trabajo que ha estado conmigo en las buenas y en las malas, y todo el crédito es para ellos. Aquí seguimos disfrutándolo. De verdad que qué bendición para nosotros jugar aquí juegos en octubre y que la fanaticada pueda seguir disfrutando del equipo de los Mets de Nueva York. De verdad que agradecido y tenemos que seguir disfrutándolo.
Far left, Tom.
Hey, Carlos. When you face somebody like Aaron Nola, who you've faced a number of times before, is it difficult not to get, A, complacent in the scouting report because you've seen him so many times, but B, also think outside the box if he's going to do anything differently?
Yeah, I think you never get complacent, and I've been saying it since we started playing this team, because they're so familiar with us, we're familiar with them, and it's a game of adjustments. I'm pretty sure he'll be ready to make some adjustments, and we have to be ready to do the same, But also we got to go out there and execute. You can game plan all you want and have a really good strategy. You still got to go out there and execute. And that's why baseball is such a great game, because it's played by humans, and they're not going to be perfect all the time. So you got to go out there. You got to have a really good plan, but you got to be ready to adjust because they're going to be doing the same thing.
In the back of the right, Fitz.
Hey, Carlos, we saw McNeil hitting on the field yesterday. Just how's he coming along, and is he a realistic option to be on their roster in the LCS if you're able to advance?
Yeah, hopefully that's the case, and we're having those conversations. But, yeah, he continues to progress and feels good. Went through another extensive and full workout yesterday where he was able to hit on the field. All the reports are trending in the right direction, and like I said, we will continue to go day by day, series by series, and hopefully we're get into a position where his name is in the conversation for a potential roster, playoff roster. So,
Okay, down here in the front, second row.
Carlos, your last game here, Pete had the ovation from the crowd in what could have been his final game. Obviously, his homer in Game 3 basically helped allow tonight's game happen. What do you think the reception will be kind of in intros in that first at-bat? And for Pete, what do you think it'll mean kind of given some of the struggles he went through earlier this year?
It's probably going to be electric. It's going to be loud. People have been waiting for this moment for a long time, for years, right? And for Pete to come through the way he did, and now he's back here, not necessarily just for Pete, but I will say there's going to be the ovation from, the whole team, the lineup, the extras, and coaches, and everyone. So, like I said, special day. We all should embrace it and enjoy it. Because we haven't experienced this, definitely a lot of these guys, in a long time. So for Pete, proud of him too, and I just want him to go out there and be himself and embrace the moment and embrace the situation and just be Pete Alonso.
I'm going to take two more. I'm going to take Ron right here in the front.
Mindy, with all the high-profile games you're playing the last 2 weeks, what are some of the most unexpected and surprising texts you've received? Congratulations.
Wow, you got me there, because I gotten texts from so many people, people that I have a lot of respect from in the game, whether former managers, current players, former players. It's hard for me to sit here and say a name because, it's like 400, 500 text messages, and it's unbelievable. It's just grateful and humbling experience, when you go through games like, we went through the past week, and they just keep on coming. So that shows you that you got a lot of people on your corner, people that are pulling for you, and it's definitely a special feeling and humbling.
Talking to a few of the people who sent them, they all said you texted back. How did you find the time?
I always try to find time. I think it means a lot for people that are taking the time to reach out to you, that you reach back to them. It doesn't matter whether it's late at night, early in the morning. I always, that's who I am. I treat people the way I want to be treated. And if I send you a text, I expect somebody at least say thanks or something, right? So that's what I try to do with everyone that's reach out to me.
Okay, I'm going to go in the middle there, in the back.
Carlos, este equipo ha sido una montaña rusa el año completo. Lo de Jorge López, Kodai Senga, McNeil, Stanley Marte, Francisco Lindor jugando con lesiones, a veces con dolores. Hoy todo se celebra, pero si tú puedes hacer un resumen de lo que ha sido lo más doloroso y cómo ha salido este equipo adelante, para ti, ¿qué ha sido y cómo ha salido este equipo para estar hoy en esta postemporada?
Sí, es difícil de explicarlo, de verdad que es algo increíble. Yo lo dije en estos días, uno puede hacer un libro, puedes hacer una película, pero yo creo que todo empieza teniendo calidad de seres humanos. Tenemos muchísimo en esta organización, en los Mets de Nueva York, donde nosotros queremos, nuestra meta es no solamente ganar, pero que seamos una organización de primera clase. Y eso lo representa pues cada individuo que se pone este uniforme o que atraviesa estas paredes en el Citi Field y en toda la organización. No ha sido fácil, como tú lo dices, una montaña rusa, pero eso es parte de una temporada de Grandes Ligas. Y yo creo que hay que darle todo el crédito a los muchachos, a los coaches, porque de verdad que nunca han bajado la cabeza y nunca han dejado de confiar en ellos. Aquí estamos, no hemos logrado nada todavía. La meta final es ganarlo todo. Estamos enfrentando un gran equipo como los Phillies de Filadelfia. Y nada, dejarlo todo en manos de Dios, salir a competir y seguir disfrutando el momento.
Thank you, Carlos. José Quintana will be in shortly. Okay, we'll open up for questions for Jose. Start over there on the far left.
Jose, last time you pitched is a good example of how Carlos Mendoza manages with his eyes. He said at the moment when you stayed out in the game, maybe you shouldn't have stayed out that late, third time through the lineup. How nice is it to have a manager that can see with his eyes or use the book when he needs to?
I mean, that's really good, when you have the chance to face for third time the lineup. That's a good sign. It was really good. I think so locked in that game. We know we playing for elimination game, and it was so good. So I'm really excited when he gave me the chance to face the lineup for third time. So it was really good. And sometimes we try to show that to the manager to give you that chance to keep in the game. So that's really important for starters.
Okay, down in front here, Tim.
Is tomorrow the biggest start of your career?
Yeah, probably. I think at this point every game is game 7 for me and for all my teammates. We've been fighting a lot in all that situations, and like I said last time, every play, every game matters a lot, and yeah, it's gonna be, a privilege to get that chance playing in front our fans. I've been I've been here, so I don't remember what was the last time we'll be around. So that's amazing opportunity, and I'm gonna do my best.
With every game mattering so much, and tomorrow especially so, what strategies do you have to not get nervous?
Well, our approach never changed. Do the best effort. We have a good scouting report, a good plan to make it tomorrow, and since first inning start to do it right away. I took out the sun and do our best. So that's gonna be really important every single pitch.
Okay, down here on the right, Abby.
Was there a point this year where you wondered, am I going to come back from you had those couple low points that you had? Was there a point where you wondered, am I going to come back from this? Or did you always know that you could just based on your previous history?
Well, that's really important right now. The point we are, if you go back and remember all that good moments you have, I try to bring use it to the present and be just that moment. But for sure, it's gonna be a really exciting and cool time. And for me, I just wanna enjoy it. I've been in this situation before, and I just wanna keep playing. And like I said before, it's a privilege to get the ball. So too many starters want to get this opportunity, and it's a privilege for me to get it. So I'm so excited for that.
What would you say the biggest adjustments that you made this year have been?
The biggest adjustments, control accounts, but more than that, I make a couple adjustments in my mechanic. One of those, get my angle a little bit up, it give me more chance to all the pitches go in the same tunnel. So that was the biggest adjustments I did during the season, give me more consistency in the zone. And for sure better results, every time when I throw the ball. So that was a good adjustment.
Okay, far left, Howie.
Jose, between recently becoming a citizen and getting your 100th win, which I know you were proud of as the first Colombian, and now pitching in games of this magnitude, is this a unique year in your life, never mind your career? Is this a year you'll look back on down the road and embrace it in a special way?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of things, at the same time. A lot of effort, but for sure, being the postseason and get the opportunity to get 100 wins means a lot for me. It means all my efforts, are going in the right direction. But honestly, I want to win. I want to get opportunity to be in the World Series, to fight for something big, and we have the opportunity in front of us. So for me, all my teammates, this matter a lot, and we keep fighting and do whatever we need to do to win.
Okay, far left in the back.
Lelo, en esta larga gira de 15 días, a veces te has pasado y has tenido que sacrificar porque pasan 7, 8 y hasta 9 días y no lanzas. Entonces, esto, tú como pitcher veterano, ¿cómo te enfocas? ¿Cómo puedes trabajar tu pensamiento táctico? Que sabemos que es uno de los pensamientos tácticos más positivos que tiene el equipo en el staff de lanzadores.
Bueno, sí, ha sido un largo tiempo para nosotros sin volver a la casa. Sabemos que la única manera de volver era con la clasificación y pues gracias a Dios lo pudimos conseguir. Ha sido muy importante. En situaciones cuando tengo muchos días sin lanzar, sigo haciendo la misma preparación. A veces me toca lanzar más de un bullpen. Y pues ya me he encontrado en esta situación en algunos momentos en mi carrera y pues yo creo que es un poco más la mente que juega un papel importante para prepararnos y para seguir en las mismas condiciones que uno quiere cuando tenga la oportunidad de lanzar la pelota. Pero en esta instancia hay mucha energía, tú sabes, la mente se hace más fuerte y siempre lo que pasa por tu mente es ganar, así que no importa cuántos días tengas sin pichar, el día que sales es un día muy valioso.
Okay, we're going to go here in the middle. Wait for the mic.
José, República Dominicana ha tenido más de 900 peloteros en grandes ligas. Tiene un solo lanzador zurdo con 100 o más victorias. Colombia, 33 peloteros en grandes ligas. Y tú tienes 100 victorias como lanzador zurdo. ¿Qué tan especial, comparativamente hablando, para ti es eso? Sabiendo que usted de Colombia no es un país amante del béisbol per se como deporte número uno. Y saber que países como nosotros y como Venezuela están a la par contigo en calidad, victorias y en estelaridad en grandes ligas.
Oh, wow, ese es tremendo dato. Me hace sentirme muy orgulloso. De verdad que ha valido mucho la pena todo el sacrificio que he hecho en mi carrera. Sabes, muy agradecido con todas las personas que han aportado ese granito de arena en mi carrera. Y pues llegar hasta esta instancia de más de 100 victorias, volver a una postemporada. Tú sabes, si miras hacia atrás te das cuenta de que todo el esfuerzo pues ha sido muy, muy valioso y pues estar en esa lista que me estás diciendo para mí vale mucho, sabiendo que por parte dominicana con tantos lanzadores zurdos, muchos de ellos van a llegar a esa victoria y para nosotros en Colombia no tenemos tantos y llegar a ese número es muy importante, más que agradecido y pues seguir luchando por, tú sabes, el cielo es el límite y seguimos peleando, seguimos, como te digo, buscando la manera de llegar a la Serie Mundial y ganarla. Eso es lo que más vale para nosotros ahora.
Okay, we'll take one more over here from the far right.
Hi, you faced the Phillies in the playoffs 2 years ago with St. Louis, and you pitched well, but they ended up coming back, and it kind of kick-started their playoff run that year. What do you remember about that start? And is that something you keep in mind and can maybe take some lessons from as you face them tomorrow, especially with having a lot of returning members of that lineup?
I remember for sure that start in St. Louis. It was a great game, and they have almost similar lineup. I remember than in last time, and they are pretty good. I've faced these guys a lot, and for sure always a challenge and it's really good. This is part of the postseason. Everything you're gonna face, I think is gonna be a really good team, and we have really good rivalry. So that's important for us and means a lot. And I'm thinking a lot of me and getting my credits and the way I want to pitch to them. But yeah, for sure it's gonna be a special game. Really good again to face them in the postseason. When if you see they always play for a postseason, so they are really good. So
Thank you, Jose. Appreciate it. Phillies outfielder Austin Hayes will be in 10 minutes.